afternoon, or good morning. Um, I will be discussing the uh, lessor POV, sales type lease, and the direct financing lease, no, is sa lessor niya siyang point of view. Okay, so major criteria na accounting model on the lessor nga na side. If any of the following aning criteria ma-meet sa lease contract, then therefore lessor um, ang iyang lease contract should be would be classified as financing lease. So if una kay there's a transfer of ownership to the lessee at the end of the lease term, kasi any of the following dili na siya tanan ha, any of these criteria, so automatic the lease would be classified under finance lease. Transfer of ownership. Second, the purchase option that is reasonably certain to be exercised. So there is a purchase option na i-exercise sa lessee. And number 3, lease term forms a major part at least 75% of the asset's useful life. So, for example, 10 years ang useful life, giabangan sa lessee, pila may 75%, at least 75%. So, dili pwede 7 years because that's 70%. So, at least 8 years or masatisfy niya ang 75% of the useful life. So, mura bag tibuok majority of the useful life of the asset kay na ang lessee mo'y naka-benefit, and therefore it should be classified under finance lease. And lastly, the present value of the lease payments is a substantial part of the fair value of the asset. So at least 90%. Maran siya any of the following. If na ma-meet any, then therefore the lease should be classified under finance lease on the side of the lessor. Lahi itong sa lessee kay automatic finance lease man to. Nara siya exception katong low value asset o short term lease. Lahi pud ang sa lessor nga POV. So if the lease would be classified under finance lease, then it could be accounted under sales type or direct financing lease. So ang naka-diferensya na nilang duha, yung say sales type, bara siya imong bara quasi sale siya ba. So if nakabantay mo sa discussion, there is a recognition of sale and cost of goods sold because sales type man siya nga lease, finance lease. While ang direct financing lease, there is no sale and cost of goods sold. So wala siya profit or loss. Pero barara siya kanang gipautang. Manang na either is an interest income or an unearned interest income. Muna siya lahi na lang duha. Ang recognition of sales and cost of goods sold, therefore, the main difference kay recognition of profit or loss from the lease. Yan na. So, when you say sale type lease, mora niya timan-an. Gross investment, net investment in the lease, and unearned interest income, sales, cost of goods sold, and the gross profit or the lease profit, initial direct cost, and carrying amount of the lease. So when you say gross investment, total siya tanan, no? Gross rental plus the gross residual value, whether guaranteed or unguaranteed. Okay? Remember, pag gross investment, mo na imuhang lease receivable. So, gross na siya plus all the rentals plus the guaranteed or unguaranteed residual value. Mo na siya gross investment, mo na imong lease receivable. Second, when you say net investment in the lease, mo na imuha katong present value, di ba? Present value of the rentals plus the present value of the residual, whether guaranteed or unguaranteed. Okay? Whether guaranteed or unguaranteed. Mga di mainin nyo, basta kay, when you say gross investment, gross, plus guaranteed or unguaranteed residual value. Pag net investment gani, present value sa rentals plus present value of the guaranteed or unguaranteed na residual value. And the difference between the two is your unearned interest income. Okay? Ma'am, asa naman nakadeferensya ang unguaranteed? Based on the illustration sa libro, appeal siya sa gross investment or lease receivable. Appeal po siya sa consideration sa net investment, pero pag ang residual value kay unguaranteed, it should be what? It should not be part of the sale. Okay? The present value of the residual value is not part of the sale. Okay? And at the same time, it should be deducted from the cost of goods sold. Nato illustration later on. Again, pero if ang computon is gross investment and net investment, regardless whether it's guaranteed or unguaranteed, it is part of it. Ang nagkalahi lang kay wala siya labot, dili siya part sa sale if it's unguaranteed, and at the same time it should be deducted from the cost of goods sold. Okay? So manay na siya dire, sale. Present value of the lease payments or fair value of the asset, whichever is lower, and the cost of goods sold, dara, cost of the asset plus initial direct cost less any PV of unguaranteed residual value. Okay, ito na lang tawag sa illustration later on. Then, gross profit, muna na siya. The same with the previous topics sa inyong nakatunan. What is the gross profit? Sales less the cost of goods sold, which is the cost of your asset. No? Then, initial direct cost, it is expense immediately. If nakabantay mo sa entry, wala siya kanang initial direct cost na gidebit or gideferred o nga na. It is expense immediately, pero wala siya separate nga account. It is part of the component or part siya sa cost of goods sold. Dito siya i-worry or imuhang i-appeal. Then, the carrying amount of the lease receivable is lease receivable less unearned interest income. Then, ang pag-amortize ana same gyapon sa amortization sa sa previous chapters ninyo. So, to illustrate katong main difference sa aning topic katong sa unguaranteed or guaranteed or unguaranteed residual value, asa siya na nagka lahi. So, we have here illustration ato sa inyong libro, Direct Financing Lease. Asa to? Dara. The example states here na at the end of the lease term on December 31, the machine nearly shall revert to lessor. Dayon naa siya residual value. The first illustration kay iyahang illustrate if ang residual value is guaranteed. So ang nahon nimong kuha na is your lease receivable or your gross investment. So sa may gross ni mga payments ani 800,000 multiply by 5 plus the guarantee residual value. So dire whether it's guaranteed or unguaranteed, kay part ka na siya sa mga lease receivable. So, your lease receivable is 4.2. Then, ikaduha ni mong gamiton ay yung kwaon kay ang imuhang net investment. So, present value atong duha. Okay? Kung usay mong i-add sa lease receivable, mapunay mong ikwaon sa present value to get your net investment. So, present value of the 5 payments na 800,000 using the ordinary annuity due for 5 periods at 10%, manang na kay 3,032,000, and the present value of the residual value guarantee mo flow siya at the end of the lease term, manang present value of 1 for 5 periods, 10%, Ano siya? So your net investment or total present value of your lease payments plus the residual value guarantee kay 3156. Okay? So again, the difference between the two is your unearned interest income. Okay? Dayon, sales revenue, ano siya? Pila may usa may, di ba, under sa sales type lease kay aside from the first entry nga naatay lease receivable, then the recognition of asset, and then unearned interest income, there will be also an additional entry to recognize the sale and then at the same time ang cost of goods sold niya. Question, pila may amount nga imuhang i-recognize as sale? Pareha ra ba siya sa lease receivable? Di ba kay atong nakatanan kay kung unsay receivable, mao na siya sale. Pero diri sa lease kay lahi because the sale is equal to the gross investment. Okay, remember? And your gross investment kay gross na siya na ay part ana nga payment that is for the interest income. Therefore, dili siya mag-redundant. Ano man? Kay imo siyang i-recognize og interest income over the term. At the same time, imo po siyang i-appeal sa sales. So, dili siya pwede. Unsa ra may appeal sa sales revenue? Appeal sa sales is equal to the present value sa tanang lease payments nimo or your net investment. Mana siya na siya 3156. Nako ha? Okay. So, dire, pag entry niya, okay, first is entry nimo, yan na yung gicompound entry. Lease receivable, equivalent siya sa katong gross rental payments plus the guaranteed receivable value. Cost of goods sold, kailan may cost of goods sold niya? Cost sa asset is 2 million. Okay? And then sales, okay, kita mo, ang sales niya, dili siya equal sa lease receivable. Okay? Ang sales niya is equal to the net investment or the present value of the rental payments. Kaya again, kay ang gross, na nadira ang unearned interest income. Okay? And then, credit ka unearned interest income. This is the difference between the net investment, which is also your sales revenue, credit ka, and then the recognition of inventory nga 2 million. Okay? Ngayon, the second entry kay recognition of the initial direct cost, which is again expense immediately pero wala siya gi-separate og account. It is part of the cost of goods sold nga 100,000. So debit ka 100,000 and then credit ka cash. Okay. That's it. Dayon, second is what if ang residual value kay unguaranteed. Okay? Remember that the present value of the unguaranteed residual value kay 124. Diba? If you can see, there is a entry. Okay? Kanay kaduha. Same ra tanan. Except for same ra tanan except for asa may nakalahi ang cost of goods sold and at the same time ang value sa sales. There is a first nato nga illustration, ang ato ang sales kay 3156. There is a unguaranteed residual value kay 3032. It is because again unguaranteed residual value is not part of your sales. Therefore, it's not part of your cost of goods sold. Okay? Asa man siya, ma'am, di ba sumpaki na siya, ma'am, or di ba disbalance dili? Because wala ni mo siya gi-appeal sa sales, imo po siyang gikuha sa cost of goods sold. So therefore, nawala gud siya. The reason ana is because aside from it is unguaranteed, ngano mang wala siya labot sa sales. Ngano dili man siya appeal nimo sa sales. Kaya guaranteed man siya, di ba? So, although it's part of the lease receivable, wala siya ilabot sa imuhang sales mo nang wala po siya ilabot sa imuhang cost of goods sold. Pero wala ra nimo gilabtan ang cost sa asset. No? Wala ra nimo siya gilabot. Okay? So, ano siya? Dayon, same ra gyapon ang unearned interest income and inventory recognition. And then, same ra gyapon ang recognition sa initial direct cost. Debit siya cost of goods sold and credit siya cash. So, mga tanong, pila may gross income? Under sa unguaranteed, 1,056,000. Pero under sa under sa guaranteed residual value, ang iyahang gross income kay palira gapon 1056. Lahi ra iyahang sales of cost of goods sold. Yeah. Diba? Yaran nagkalahi. Then next is what if sales finance lease under under direct financing lease. So, same gross investment, it is the gross rental plus the residual value whether guaranteed or unguaranteed. The net investment in the lease kay cost of the asset plus initial direct cost, and ang katulo, unearned interest income, gross investment less net investment. So, kita mo pare-parehara, wala lang siya sales and cost of goods sold. Initial direct cost, kani. It is capitalized as cost of the asset, therefore part of the net investment. So, again, parehag sa sales type kay mura man ko siya mong gibaligya, mura mo siyang i-expense. Pero dire kay it is only a direct financing lease. So, any initial direct cost kay it is part of the cost of the asset. Therefore, it is part of the cost of the net or part of the net investment. So, therefore, implicit interest rate in the lease should consider effect of initial direct cost. Mana, kabantay mo sa libro, katong naay computation of new implicit rate if there is an initial direct cost. So, yun naman na siya pag-determine. Muna siya, if given ang gross rentals, ang gross rental payments kay net investment, divide nimo na siya sa imuhang net investment, which is your cost of the asset plus initial direct cost. I-divide nimo na siya sa imong gross rental payments and guaranteed. Mo na siya ordinary annuity nga present value factor, or imo siyang if given ang if given ang interest rate pero dili given ang gross rentals, imong i-divide ang present value factors sa net investment. So mo na siya gross rentals every year or every term ay basihan. So to illustrate, atong gamiton tong inyong sample sa book na direct financing lease. Okay, dire it states here na cost of machinery kay 1518650. So this is an example na wala pa siya initial direct cost, di ba? So dire initially ang iyang implicit rate kay 12%. Annual rental payable at the end of each year kay 500,000. Okay? So the gross rental kay 500 times 4, that's 2 million. The present value of the interest the present value of the gross rental kay equivalent to 500,000 multiplied by the present value o annuity of 1 for 4 years kay 3 point man siya kani. Pero class if ever dili given gani ang interest rate, okay, dili given ang interest rate, wala gani ni siya. Ang inyong buhaton kay inyong i-divide ning cost kaniyang gingon dire, cost of the machinery or the net investment nimo kay wala man ta initial direct cost kani siya, i-divide nimo 500,000. So ang magawas ana is the PV factor kani. So imo ni siya pangitaon sa table nga asa ni siya under sa 4 years kung unsa siya ka percentage ni ana. So mo na yung gamiton because mamat kung dili na lang daw siya kwaon. Okay. If dili nimo ma-determine ang implicit rate, how will you amortize your lease receivable, I mean your unearned interest income sa imuhang lease receivable, di ba gamiton man nimo. So again, if dili siya given kanirang duha, imo lang i-divide. Then mo na siya magawas 3.073. So imo lang tawon for 4 years man ang term, lanto ka sa 4 years unsa siya nga percentage nga kanimo 3.073 ang PV factor. So na siya sa 12. So 12 ay mga implicit rate, di ba? Napoy instances wherein given ni siya, given ang PV factor, given ang interest rate, pero dili given ang annual rental payable. So pag dili given ang annual rental payable, given ng implicit rate, kaning gamiton ng PV factor, imong i-divide sa cost of machinery or your net investment, imo nang i-divide. So magawas ana 400,000, 300,000, 200,000, then that is your annual rental payment every year. Ano na siya? So, dire, diba? Same. Lease receivable, machinery ang gigamit, except instead of sales ang cost of goods sold. Dayon, unearned interest income. Okay? Then cash, lease receivable. Ano. So if ever na siya, napil ba na ko dito na initial direct cost? Wala. So if na siya direct cost plus kay ang imuhang net investment, dili na lang siya equal sa imong cost of machinery, di ba? Always remember to get the unearned interest income, it is the gross rentals less the net investment. And the net investment under direct financing lease is the cost of the machinery plus the initial direct cost paid. So pag naani siya direct cost paid, ang imong cost, ang net investment nimo kay 1,518,650 plus the direct cost. So dili na siya mao ni interest rate, mag-compute na pug kaglain. Okay? So I think mora na siya difference sa duha. Always remember lang na unsa siya na accounting model ang iyang gigamit. So pag sales type please na ay recognition of sales and cost of goods sold, dili malimot pag lease receivable or gross investment, gross rentals plus guaranteed or unguaranteed, dayon sa net investment, present value of all, na whether guaranteed and unguaranteed or unguaranteed. Pero ang unguaranteed residual value, ang yang present value na it is deducted from the cost of goods sold, and at the same time it is not part of your sale. Ito siya. Then under sa and ang direct initial direct cost paid, wala siya ilabot. If nakabantay mo, wala siya ilabot sa pag-compute sa unearned interest income, na wala siya ilabot, but it is part of the cost of goods sold. Pero there is a direct financing lease, kay if ever there is an additional or a initial direct cost paid, it is part of the computation sa net investment, so mausab ang imuhang unearned interest income, at the same time mausab ang imuhang implicit rate, diba? So diri sa direct financing lease, same ra gyapon, say gross receivable, lease receivable, it is the gross gross investment, the gross tanan sa rental payments plus the guaranteed and unguaranteed. Dayon, net investment niya, it is equivalent to the cost of the machinery plus initial direct cost paid. Ngayon, mo to siya, the computation of the rate, kung usay given ba ang implicit rate or ang dili given ang implicit rate, nga given ang annual rental payment. So, if given siya, if ever, kani siya yung timanan, if yun siya, ang implicit interest rate is 12% before considering ang initial direct cost, then therefore, dili nimo dapat mo na gamiton 12% because you need to consider the direct cost or initial direct cost paid. So, mag-compute na bukag lain nga interest rate. Okay? Mga to siya. That's it. No, mo na siya yung difference between the two sa POV sa lesson. Thank you.